All right, we are live.
We're live, are we?
We are live. It's taken a bit of
How are
time
we,
to get
Woody?
us. Yeah, man, not too bad yourself.
Good, thank you. Took a little bit of time, what, a couple of hours to get there?
Yeah, well, the
Have we
whole
done it?
technical ride to hell. Yeah, kind of gets us. This streaming stuff is not as easy as they make it out to be. But yeah,
There's a
man.
bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah. And just when you
I've
when you sort of find yourself chasing your tail, you fix up one issue and then another issue comes up. So we do apologise if the level is really low. We have some sort of a input monitoring issue on my end. I don't know. I've tried to troubleshoot it for the last half hour or so, but yeah, where the level is quite low going into YouTube. So I'm going to talk as loud as I can. Try not to clip the mic, and hopefully we can get somewhat of a stream out tonight. So yeah, man. So what's been happening, man? What's been going on for you?
actually a fair bit. It's been a pretty hectic week for me. Um, won't go into too much detail with it, as I don't want to share too much details. But yeah, work has been under the pump. It's been pretty hectic, so I've just been sort of cracking into that. I've had a fair few developments in that department of my life, so I've been flat chat and I've been pumping out. Well, I've done over 12 hours every day this week, about 5 days straight. So it's been a cracking of a week.
And you've
And
you've just recently moved back up to Mackay,
yeah,
to
yeah,
take a role up at the at a servo up in Mackay.
yeah, which is what I didn't really want to touch into too much. But yeah, just in my position and that, so I'm up there doing that,
Yeah, cool.
and which I think we touched base on that last episode.
Yeah, but for all those millions of people that didn't get to hear it and that want to,
They got to see this
that that
one,
are, that are wondering what's happened to you, you know, that,
where
that
I've
that that
gone.
might not know that you're no longer in Brisbane anymore. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I'm up
yeah,
in North Central Queensland. Is that what they call it?
yeah, man. Well, it's kind of, I mean, it's a damn long way. I mean, I went up there
Mm.
to hang out with you about a month ago. I was up for work, but it's like it's about 4 hours past Rockhampton, and they consider Rockhampton to be central Queensland. It's like the hub of central Queensland, and but
Mm.
you go from Rocky to Mackay in the car, and it's about what is it, about 3.5 hours
Yeah, about that.
of absolute nothingness. Because so Rockhampton is like the top of my geographical territory with as me and my sales rep role. But I had to go up to Townsville and do a trip from Townsville to Mackay with our new rep, and give him some training about just over a month ago. And that's what. And when we got to Mackay, that's where you and I caught up. But it is such a long way, and doing it
It is.
actually, doing just flying to Townsville and then getting in a car and driving all the way back, and then getting a plane from Mackay and get back to Brisbane. You just realise how long it is. I mean, I did Sydney last week, and you jump on a plane and literally 45 minutes you're landing in Sydney. It's just
Yeah,
like it's
very true. Actually, when you put it like that.
the scale of it is so much on a larger scale when you're talking Mackay and Townsville. Like how far away it is. So, um, but um, but yeah, so things are
Mm.
things are starting to settle for you up there, and
Yeah, I'm starting to settle in. The the locals are definitely strange in Mackay, that's for sure. There's definitely a different breed of people up here.
oh, that's for sure, that's for
But
damn sure.
we we
I
uh
noticed that.
well, yeah, we're up in North Queensland now, up in the sticks. But it's definitely a change of pace, which I'm not used to, but still refreshing. It's a
Yeah.
change of pace,
Oh,
which is
absolutely.
yeah, exactly right. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've finally settled in, sort of signed up to a local gym, just sort of starting to get to know the place now. It's been about 3 months since I've been up here now.
Yeah.
And sort of did a bit of traveling. I've been to Airlie Beach a couple of times now.
Yeah.
I've gone out to a pretty cool spot, Youngala. which is just like a sort of rainforesty sort of thing. Sort of reminds me of home.
Right. Wow. Yeah, I went through Alley Beach when I was doing my trip, and yeah,
Nice.
we stayed 2 nights in Alley Beach, and it was amazing.
It's good there.
Really really nice area. So, but yeah, so yeah, we were gonna have a bit of a listen or have a bit of a chat about your track Love Anarchy.
Love Anarchy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Joe, we spent a little while on that one.
yeah, well,
It's
essentially
good.
so essentially you approached me maybe probably 18 months ago now or maybe more,
Yeah.
and said you were keen on doing this track and that you wanted to sort of work on it together and
Yep.
sort of essentially have me produce the track, which is awesome. I always love it when an artist says, "Can you produce as well?"
Yeah.
And so I'm not just sort of hitting record and then spitting out whatever it is that you put down. We're actually sort of working on it together.
Yep.
And then obviously we were going to do a film clip as well, which is
Yeah.
was like an opportunity I couldn't pass up. It's not every day you get to sort of do the. It's definitely the first time that I've produced a single from the sound point of view and as well as produce a film clip. From
Doing the whole thing.
that point of view on the same song.
Yeah.
And it's certainly the most intricate and I guess sort of you know most thought out clip that I've done before. I've done a lot of ones where we've sort of just kind of done the point and shoot, grab some B-roll, grab some stock footage, and then cut something together to sort of make it look like we made an attempt. But yeah, sort of I've only sort of got into the film side of things in the last probably 3 or 4 years. So yeah, so to sort of like, hey, you have a chance to sort of have a real crack at doing a proper clip and doing it properly. Yeah, was amazing. So, but yeah, so
Mm.
we started working on that early last year sometime.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably around then. So I was down in Tassie when I wrote the song because I'd done some original recordings with you prior, just before I moved to Tasmania.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did just like some demos with my 12-string acoustic, and you threw down some bass on it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we banged out like maybe 8 tracks, sort of thing.
yeah, yeah.
And so
I remember.
none of which I've incorporated that into other songs. What actually one of the ones that were recorded has been sort of adjusted and changed into the second song we just recorded.
Oh, right, cool.
But yeah, yeah. And so then yeah, I remember because I really wanted to write and record a song, doing it all by myself with all the instruments and everything. And I always knew that you were the guy I was going to do it with. You're the man for the job.
Awesome, thanks, man.
And I finally wrote the song down in Tassie, and when I wrote it, I go, "This is it. This is the one that I sort of want to kick off on." So I reached out to you, and one of the biggest things that I made very clear from the start is I was like, I want this to be as chill as it possibly can. I want barely anyone else involved in it. As the less people involved, the better.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it just nice, easy, super like just experience rather than the stressful, you know, pumping out in the studio, you're against the clock, we need it released by then. I was like, let's just make a start, however long it takes, it takes. We'll have a few barbecues, steaks, and beers in between and see what happens.
yeah. And didn't we have plenty of those?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
think that was majority of the time spent was barbecue, steaks, and beers. And then we did the song on the side.
yeah. Well, it was kind of like that. It was like that with the barbecue steaks and
Mm.
you know
I'd pull up on a Friday or Saturday and with a full esky and some go
yeah.
down to the shops, grab some steaks, slap them on the barbie, and away we go.
Yeah, well, no, I definitely echo your sentiments there about like not having too many fingers in the pot. I mean, I've recorded hundreds and hundreds of bands, and
Mm.
and I have to say, like, the the biggest hinder to a band's progress is democracy.
Oh yeah.
And it sounds terrible to say it that way, but it's just the reality. I've even
Mm.
found that in every band I've played as well. So I'm definitely
Yep.
talking anecdotally as well. Is that the more people that get to have an opinion, the more friction there is between people on certain things. You know, the slower the progress happens, and the more diluted the original idea gets.
Yep.
And that's just that's the reality of having of a band being in a democracy type of a thing. So the
Mm.
fact that it was like, look, all I got to do is work with you, and
One person.
and we don't have to worry about other people's opinions or
Mm.
getting people's okay to do this or do that. Was like something
Mm.
that you've got to work with a solo artist in order to actually get that. So but yeah,
For sure. And it's quite funny too, like you mentioning the film clip, because initially when I came to you, I was gonna go to someone else to do a film clip
yeah, that's right.
because
Yeah,
I had no idea that you even did it because you, you were doing a course and stuff, you're studying for it, and I had no idea this was even going on behind the scenes. So I was chatting to you about it, about the recording and everything, and I was like, yeah, down the line, I'll find someone to do the video, and that'll be even better. And you're like, I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll do it, no
yeah,
dramas.
absolutely. Yeah.
I was like, can you do it? You go, yeah. I go, all right, done. Problem solved.
I mean, I know that I've got the skill set to be able to do it,
Yeah.
and I knew that then. It's just a case of you got to, to find a project where again you can sort of work one on one and
Hmm.
and be able to sort of execute your vision for what you want to do. Is much easier when you're just dealing with one person. So your so your so,
100%.
so your proposition to me about doing a film clip is a really attractive proposition, and
Mm.
for someone like me who I haven't done, I don't have a massive resume of film clips that I've done. I've worked on a lot of different ones. I've done audio and I've been part of teams that have worked on film clips, but I've never actually directed one like straight and filmed it and clipped it and edited all myself. So it was kind of it was an opportunity for me to sort of get that opportunity to do that. So and yeah, that was and I just knew it wasn't going to go wrong with you. So we were going to be able to make it as good as it could be. I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was
it was amazing.
it was sort of like a perfect storm too. And it was like my first time for a lot of this stuff, and definitely my first time doing the whole film clip side of things on my own. And so it was actually really good to have you doing the film clip side of things, but also your first time doing a lot of stuff as well
Yeah,
on the video side of
yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
we're sort of in it together and just figuring it out off the cuff. We're like, all right, let's just see what we can do. And the result was bloody awesome. I'm absolutely stoked with it. And I knew as soon as you told me that you could do the video, that was that was perfect when I found that out, because I'm like, it's not often that the person who's creating the video, filming it, editing it, knows exactly like the what I want to do with the song, and knows exactly, shares the same vision, because you were there from the start, from the whole recording
Yeah,
process too.
exactly. Yeah, that's right.
So you knew the vision the entire way of the project.
Absolutely, yeah, and from my perspective, it's a case of that's kind of what I want to do moving forward. I want to work in a bit more of a niche kind of a way, and be able to sort of offer a all intensive, all encompassing solution for a band or
Mm,
for an artist, and
it's a
work.
one-stop shop.
Well, I think people are less so, they're less so recording albums and EPs. They'll do a track. But if they do a track,
Hmm.
you really need to accompany that with a film clip. Like it's almost absolutely a waste of time now to put out a song without a clip.
Mm,
Like it's
yeah.
there's everyone's putting out. The talk is, we're putting out our clip. Like it's just assumed that there's obviously an audio track with it because obviously
Yeah.
it needs that, but like people don't talk in terms of we're releasing an audio our single, and when the word single is synonymous with video, so
Yeah.
with film clip,
You need it.
so obviously like that's kind of the niche that I want to sort of get into and be able to do what I did with you with a bunch of other people, so
There's a market for it.
so obviously I saw it as a business card opportunity,
Yeah.
to so but yeah, so when you identify things like that, I think it is the best to kind of just roll forward like a bull at a gate and give it a crack, so which is what we did. And yeah, I mean we had our problems, we had our issues, didn't we? We had days that got rained out. I think we
Yes.
booked didn't we book the filming in like 3 times before we
Yeah, I
actually did
reckon.
it.
Yep.
Because it was raining, and then the next week it was raining, and then
It was
no
really
point,
difficult.
because we're shooting outside. That was our first mistake, or not a mistake, but
First lesson learned.
It's I wouldn't say it was. I think the film clip came out
Yeah.
great, and partially because it was outside. But
Yeah.
geez, wasn't that difficult to film it?
It just makes it so much harder. You need to put a whole new level of effort into it. And as soon as you make it outside, all of a sudden you're depending the video on something you can't control.
Exactly.
Mm.
And we knew from the start that we're going to be mixing, like your shots with you by yourself, with shots with you behind the drum kit, with you playing the bass, and then mixing and molding them together. And obviously there was no other way but to shoot them all on the same day. And obviously your parts on guitar, it's sort of obvious that it's late afternoon, and the parts where you're singing, it's early, it's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
But we just sort of had to run with it and try and color grade it so that it would sort of, there would be a relative, sameness or a relative consistency to those shots. I mean that was sort of the challenge in it, but yeah, obviously the next one we're going to go indoors, I think. So
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Because the day that we filmed that track, it was I think it hit about 38 degrees.
Yeah, it was 38
And
degrees.
so we're in the back of Clagga on southeast Queensland, and on top of this huge hill, and it was cooking. And I remember the parts when I did my drum tracking, they out of all the whole film clip, the drums looked the best, like all those shots, because it was at the peak of the day.
Yeah.
But boy, I was doing the most physically intensive instrument at the hottest part of the day. And by the end of it was getting to me for sure. 38 degrees, I was in all black, and I was just sweating. I could feel myself getting burnt.
and we had to do several takes of each thing.
Over and over and over.
And you had to do separate, you had a different costume change or a wardrobe change for every different part. And sometimes we had to go back and forth. And so you had to
run around behind the car and do a wardrobe change in the paddock and then come back through.
Yeah, so and we had your sister there who sort of helped out with that drone.
Yeah, she did some drone shots.
To add those drone shots to it. That added a really good element to the clip, I think.
It really did, 100%.
We were able to incorporate that, in a really cool, creative way, I think.
Adds a whole nother dimension to the film clip.
But yeah, it was apart from it being a ridiculously hot day, and I remember just being absolutely spent by the end of it. And I think we got there about 7 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning, and I don't think I left till about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock that night. It was after 9 p.m. for sure. Dump all the data off the camera onto the computer, check it all, organize it all, and make sure that it's all going to work, and that no files corrupted, and we didn't have any technical issues at that point. And then
it was massive.
And that's before I could even get the footage home and then start assembling it into some kind of a mess that that I could then start working with. So
And you know, where do you start? You got what, 10 hours of footage, and you're gonna start with one file, and you go, all right, you just got to
yeah,
start with something.
yeah. I mean, I remember I just like to start with, like before I'd even shown you anything, I was just like, look, I'm just gonna throw the scattergun approach to this, and
Mm,
I'm just gonna grab a bunch of scenes, and I'm just gonna whack them together, and I mean, like I knew I'd be able to like synchronize the playing between the
mm,
parts, because you've got your frames and your keyframes that you can do that with, and sort of do it like a multicam kind of a scenario. But like I really didn't have much of a idea as to how I was going to get it started. And
mm.
I mean we shot all the footage, so we knew what we had to use. But so I just to start with, I just threw a bunch of things in there and sort of see if I can get like 30 seconds or a minute that sort of looks somewhat,
Yeah. And then
and
your
try and get
ideas start flowing from then.
and then see what your reaction was going to be, and then go from there. So but yeah, the edit took quite a long time, and then
Mm.
the color took a while, and we finally got it done. When did we get it finished? Was it about like March or something,
Yeah, it was
or
around then.
April?
It was around that. It released in May, May 30th, 31st, May 31st.
Okay. And so
That's the day it released.
talk a bit about the reaction you got from it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a reaction, definitely. It's because up to this point with my online musical image, I was just a drummer. That's all anyone sort of knew me as. With all the songs that I'd released and stuff like that, it'd been in other bands, and I was always playing drums for them and that. And so people who knew me personally knew that I played all these other instruments, but there was not a wink of evidence online of that at all.
Yeah, that was the consistent reaction that I got when
Mm,
I sort of started talking about that we were going to release this, and that I'd been working on it, and and that we were really excited to get it out there because we knew it was a pretty good product.
yeah,
The reaction I got was, isn't that guy, isn't he a drummer? Well,
yeah.
I didn't know, he played guitar and could sing as well.
Saying and all,
Usually drummers, sometimes guitarists can play drums, but pretty
yeah,
pretty pretty rare that it happens the other way.
for sure.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I didn't think he could do that. I didn't think he could play guitar or sing either myself until I started
You,
seeing it, because I'd been playing with him for years. You played
yeah,
in Dangerfield for years,
yeah, yeah,
and none of us knew that you could that you were like that you could really play anything else other than drums.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, it was
I
quite.
sort of, I never publicized it. It was always just at home. I was always jammed all the time, practicing and that. But I'd never even gone into another band at this point with a different instrument, with a guitar or something like that. It was always just something that I did at home.
Yeah,
And so obviously family and friends 100% knew that, like, when I was just jamming at home and stuff like that. But they'd have to see it in person and me just playing around. But if you weren't there for that, no one had a wink of an idea that I even did that. So that
yeah,
was the general consensus of it,
yeah, yeah,
and it was the appeal of it. So I sort of wanted to enter in with such like a big song. That's sort of the whole purpose of Love Anarchy was like I'd played all these instruments for years, and I'd wanted the right song, and the right song was a song like which displayed everything I could sort of do, like a musical resume as such.
yeah,
That's sort of why I love Anarchy is, yeah, such it's got four choruses, it's got keys in it, it's got electric guitar, 12 string acoustic, ukulele in it, it's all these harmonies, a huge instrumental in it to really display the fact that or just all these instruments that I can sort of play all put together in one tune.
yeah.
So
It's in 6/8 as well. I always love doing tracks. I always love doing tracks in 6/8.
it's
It's
got a
just, I
nice
don't know.
swing
It's
to it,
just,
doesn't it?
it just it's quite easy to get energy into the mix of a track that's in 6/8 in a way that's a little harder in a 4/4. And obviously
Yeah,
you're
gotcha.
working with 4/4 majority of the time. Most songs, most bands write in 4/4.
Mm.
So when you get the odd sort of 3/4 or 6/8, track, there's just a different energy that comes with it, and I don't know. I've just always really enjoyed working on those tracks. So when we were demoing it and like like you're like, hey, it's in 6/8. You started playing it. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. It's So
I
very
remember I was actually around at your place as well, recording drums for Dangerfield,
oh yes, that's right. Yeah.
and I had this extremely rough, out of time, out of tune demo that I recorded just in my bedroom at home, but it displayed the song. And I was like, "Well, I'm here. Can I just show you this?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Yeah, done, man. I told you what I wanted to do with
Yeah.
it and that." You go, "Yeah, let's do it, man."
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah. So where to from here
Well,
for Callen Whiting?
another song, obviously, another song, and now I sort of, you know, Love Anarchy was that musical resume sort of thing, the really crazy, huge song. It's now what I want to do is release the actual sort of more digestible songs, I guess, or the more when you think of a song, a sort of mainstream sort of song, it's I wanted to release something along the lines of that. And again, it's not like I sat down and intentionally wrote this song for this reason, but I had another cracker sort of come through.
Yeah.
another another banger came to me, and so yeah, I knew exactly what to do and hit up Woody again. And they go, let's go round two, eh? Get straight into it, and I like this song a lot more than Love Anarchy, but it's I'll probably like every song more than the last, just because it's the newest thing. But
If I remember correctly, we started this one even before we finished. Sorry, we started this one before Love Anarchy was released.
100%, we did actually.
Um,
It wasn't
so
long before, but it was yeah
yeah,
before it even. You're right.
like the first initial tracking days, and I think
Yeah,
you demoed it at your place, and then
yeah,
we
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
started tracking it here.
Another one of my
Before
infamous out of time, out of tune demos.
yeah, that's
Woody loves
yeah.
them.
Oh mate, I've got them. I've had them sent to me for years, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it is what it is. But that's part of it. That's how I've got a job. Is to be able to turn them into something that we can use and that we can
Yeah,
you know
exactly
um,
right.
send out to the masses, so to speak.
Yeah,
But maybe we should have a listen to it. Do you think? No, not the sorry, not the new
yeah,
track.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have a listen
Your
to
track's not out, but
to
yeah,
to Love Anarchy. We should have a listen to it.
yeah,
So obviously you're gonna put out the new one, I guess, whenever it's done.
yes.
And do a clip, and we're gonna do a
A
clip.
clip as well. We'll just pretty much copy and paste. We'll just do another repeat, exactly what we did. Do it, release a song, do the film clip with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now everyone sort of knows sort of what to expect. Not musically, but they know, that they're getting me
Yeah, yeah.
on
And
all instruments and everything.
like I said, I wanted to ensure that this next one is better in every single way. At least from my point of view, it's that the track is better, the clip is better, that all of the production is better, and that we sort of increase its quality,
Yeah.
from one track to the next. So
Yeah, I
um,
want to say learn from the mistakes, but they're not mistakes as such. Just learn from the previous project and just make it better, improve on what we had done.
yeah, but I just think
Mm.
your starting point is you know was pretty good. So
Mm.
it's if you were to compare your first track to a range of other artists' first track, I think yours wins hands down. You know.
Thanks, Woody.
So
That'll go straight to my head.
Our starting starting point is in a much better place. So, but
we
yeah,
improve from here.
Sorry.
Yeah, and if we improve from here, it's only gonna get better.
So I'm gonna press play. And,
yeah, give me a little countdown because I can't hear what you're hearing, but I can play what you're hearing at the same time. So if you give me a little courtesy countdown just before you hit play, and I'll be with you for the journey.
You'll have the visual.
Exactly.
So you'll know roughly where you're at. I hope you still know the song. Although I wouldn't bet my house on it. The amount of artists that I've recorded that don't remember their songs from one day to the next. The songs that they wrote.
after 12 hours in that Australian sun, listening to the song over and over again on that film clip, I don't think I'll ever forget it.
All right, here we go. Whoops, streaming issue.
Mhm. Play it again tomorrow. I really like the piano effect you did. A delay.
Delay, tremolo, phaser. There's a bunch of things on that. My favorite part.
The money shot.
Yeah, and for those asking why there was there like three guys on the screen that all look the same, yeah, that's an edit that so essentially filmed him in exactly the same position.
Camera could not move.
Camera couldn't move, and did all the three different parts or four different parts at one stage. Yeah, basically then had to sort of edit the layers to kind of all match, which was a bit of a was a bit of a job doing that. So
Definitely a bit of a mission in that one.
so and
For sure.
molding the the skies together and the trees together and so it wouldn't
Yeah.
look obvious that it had been done. So
Yeah, because at a quick glance, you really cannot tell. You did a great job on it, Woody, because it just looks like one scene with three people in it. But the way we did it is, yeah, you're literally seeing three separate scenes all cut with each other, and you've blended the three together, and oh, done well. Looks great.
yeah. So where can people find your stuff? How do people connect with you?
Pretty much anywhere. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm on SoundCloud, Spotify. I'm on the YouTube Music. The licensing that I got, I'm on a heap of streaming platforms that I haven't heard of before. So pretty much anywhere you'll be able to find my song. Just search up my name, Callen Whiting, CALLENWHITING. That's my artist name. Or you can just search up Love Anarchy and find the song.
Awesome.
But if you want to see the film clip, YouTube's the way to go.
Yeah, and don't forget your website.
Yes, I've got my website at callenwhiting.com, which is displayed right here.
Right there, that's right.
That's it. And yeah, so that'll have everything on there. It's even got behind the scenes photos. It's got photos of me with my other band and stuff like that on live performances and stuff. Just some other bits of information that you don't get on your Instagram and Facebook, Bit of a VIP view.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll just a little shameless plug for myself.
Go for gold.
Yeah, like I'm still. I mean, many people remember me from the Tall Puppy Studio situation, or the studio we had there
Where I met ya
for about 13 years, across three different premises or 3 different locations. So obviously I still do lots of music and video production, and I guess I just work as a freelancer anywhere and everywhere that I need to work, taking on a range of different projects. I've got far more freedom these days to be able to sort of take on the projects that I want to do. I can't work with everybody. I mean, there's only 24 hours in a day, and I also work a regular job. Obviously I have to pick and choose the types of projects and artists that I work with. So if you ever want to chat about a project, or just sort of catch up, or just want to chat about your idea, I'm more than happy to get in touch. You can easily contact me through my website, just nathanwoodrow.com. There's a very simple contact page there, and just leave your details, and I'll get in touch. Otherwise, all the regular places like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the regular places that people are online. Where I'm sort of trying to divert as many people to is the website, nathanwoodrow.com. There's a fair bit of information there as to what I'm up to. A bunch of projects that I've done in the last couple of years, and a couple of projects that I did back in the studio days that were noteworthy. Get in touch, and I'm happy to talk about anything really. So anyway, that's my quick
little plug.
Quick little plug and elevator pitch, as they say. So
nice.
But it's been a good catch up, and we're sort of trying to do this on a weekly basis, and just sort of we'll think of something else to talk about next week, and all things being equal, we'll get our technical issues sorted out, and
it'll come with time,
and come up with something new to talk about, maybe next Saturday night or something like that.
Sounds like a plan.
On our schedules, but it's been good to catch up, and
been an absolute pleasure,
and great to relive that Love Anarchy project.
It was. It was good.
It's good trip down memory lane. So
it took about we took about 12 months on it, so it was a big part of our lives. Good bit of fun. So it's that'll stay with me forever. It's a good memory, that one, and we got video evidence of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll stop the stream now, and
easy done. Thank you for having me, Nathan. It's good to chat as always. Good to spin a yarn.
Thanks for coming to us all the way from Mackay.
No worries. No worries. Parrot technology helps with that a lot.
All right, I'll drop her out now.